That's how they do it there. They have these small buses, and not like here, Roosevelts and flowers and all this stuff. And then usually the maqabir or these graveyards are in the outskirts of the city. So they go, they drive a bit, and they go open, area. So they call up usually in advance, take the grave, blah blah blah, right? The size and so on and so forth. So when they get there, then they said, okay, go prepare the grave so we can take this young man. And so they come into the grave and they see. I'm not saying this to scare you really honestly, but I'm just to share with you. And they see a big black snake in it. So, when you see a snake in the middle, in a grave, people, initial reaction, they got scared. So it's like, oh, there's a big black snake inside the grave. It's a remote area, so it's common if you have snakes or if you have, wild dogs or so on and so forth. It's like, okay, what should we do? I'm not gonna, who's gonna touch that snake or so on and so forth. It's like, well, nothing, just, close that grave and let's dig another one. It'll take some time, but then we'll bury him somewhere else. In the same graveyard. So they do that. So they go start digging, and within whatever, half hour, an hour, they got ready. He's like, okay, just bring the body right now. We prepared the second grave. So they come and they bring that young boy, 17 years old, young man, and they get him. They're about to put him into the grave, and that snake pops up in this new grave, and not from on top, from underneath, through the ground. It had its own navigation system. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They got scared again. Some people said, let's beat it up, kill it. There's another one or not, put it to the side. They have some logs, branches, start beating up on it. A few of them were courageous enough to do so. And what appeared to them, they killed that snake, throw it to the side, and the sheikh says, bury him quickly. Let's just finish quickly and leave. They take the body, they roll into the grave, and all of a sudden, they're fixing them up, you have to face the qibla and so on and so forth. There's certain sunnahs that you have to do when you bury somebody, and all of a sudden they hear a big, like an explosion happen, and the dust filled the horizon, and the earth shook a little bit from underneath it, and you see that snake actually got up and went into the grave. So everybody was trying to mix him up, ran out, they left, right? So what's going on? It's not a normal thing. So one guy said, I'm going to look and see what's taking place, and he's hearing some noise. So he peeks into the grave and he sees that snake wrapping itself around the body of that young man and crushing his bones. And he hears this. Asr. Crushing his bones. So the sheikh said, bury him as is, let's sleep. So they do so. The sheikh goes to ask the father. He said, can I ask you something? He said, yes. He said, what's your son disobedient to you? Disobeying parents is really a grave sin. It's a major sin. Was he disobedient to you? He said, no. You sure about his mom? He said, no, he's a good kid. How was he in school? He was really good. He's a good kid. He was like straight A's or something along these lines. He's smart. How about his neighbors? He's good. Okay, was he a drug addict? No. Is he an alcoholic? No. Is he a fornicator? No. It's not known about him. He had good character. He's a good young man. He just got hit and he was just the sheikh in his mind why? Why was something like this happen? It's not normal, right? It's not normal. So he's about to leave and subhanAllah is wondering, and then the father says, but sheikh, my son had one main problem. I said, what? He did not used to pray. He did not used to pray. And the sheikh reported this story, through his sessions. I hope that none of us here that doesn't pray. I hope. And if there is somebody that is weak, that doesn't recognize that they need to pray, Wallahi, it's not about punishment. I don't want to see myself in hellfire, nor I would like to see anybody in hellfire. It's not out of, making you fear that. And I hope when you have a sibling, you have a cousin, you have a mother, you have a father, you have a someone that you know, oh, don't pray because you're going to go to hellfire. That's not the case. I hope that's not what you carry in your mind or in your heart. But when you see someone who's blind and about to go into a ditch, what would you do? You'll stop them, guide them, direct them out of what? Out of love. Even if you don't know them. Even if you do not know them. So that's what we the minimum that we can do for those that we love, those who we call friends, buddies. It's not when we go smoke shisha with them, it's when they're wrong, we tell them they're wrong. Even if I'm doing the haram with them, at least the bare minimum, when talaq comes, I can take her. Because imagine this is only what people saw about what's going to happen in their grave and what's going to happen in the day of judgment. And these are only signs for us. Right? If those who delay and combine, Allah is promising them severe punishment. How about those who do not pray? It's you know, it's out of compassion, not just because you're going to be punished. If you love somebody, you don't want to see him on the wrong side, right? So, not praying, period, definitely is a visual.